Hi guys. Welcome to the Quickbook online series, and this is a great series that anyone can take benefit of it. It's absolutely free. You guys can come on our channel and check out the playlist, and you can find this Quickbook online series. If you are with me from the starting, then you would be knowing that we have gone through already from setup to all the sales transaction to the expense transaction. Now we are into banking. So in the banking, we're gonna see the two important topic, and that is the how to record the deposit funds, deposit transaction, and also how to record the undeposited transaction, so undeposited fund transaction. So this is where most of the client, I would say, or even the bookkeeper are getting confused that how to record these entries, because in general system people are not used to book this kind of entries, because generally what they do whenever they're the bank transaction that comes into your account, or I would say that the bank feeds that is coming in your, either in QuickBooks or Xero, you're simply recording those entries, post it as it comes, rather than, you preempt and, you record in advance. So here, these entries come into the important where there is accrual base of accounting, as well as where there are different kind of entries that can come under the scenario. So let's start with it, and we'll show you that how you can record these entries with various. Okay, so first of all, before starting this undeposited fund entries, let us understand that where it is required. So the undeposited entries, when it will come. So when the client, or you can say the customer you have, and you're going to receive the money from the client, but it is not sure that that money will be deposited within the on the same day, or maybe within a week or something. So in these scenarios, it is very essential that at least when you get the intimation from your customer that okay, that money is going to, we are depositing the money. So either what you can do, either once you receive the money, so let's say there could be a scenario that the customer would have paid the money, but it is paid through the other means. Let's say they have given check, okay, or maybe they have paid through the PayPal or the Stripe. So here the money will not directly come on the same day in your account, and it will take at least 3 to 4 days, or maybe even the 10 days in certain cases. So in that case, your aging will be impacted. So where that your money is already received, but it is not reflecting in your account, okay. But when you are making that this even you're judging your reports, or the better example I would give is let's say you're making a cash flow, or you are having, or you're going through your receivable report. So in the aging, it will show that it is open, right? But actually you have received that money, but it is not actually deposited into the bank. So in those cases, what you will do, you will transfer that money temporarily into the undeposited fund account, and then once you receive the money, then again that you knock it off against that amount which is which is there in your deposited account. So this is the one one of the example where you're going to use the undeposited fund account. Another one is the nowadays there are a lot of mid agencies are working. So let's say as if you are a freelancer and there is a Upwork is again a one agency working. Then you have this Stripe and PayPal is also one type of the agents, right? Agencies. Now in between, they also have their the charges, or what you can say, maybe the commission, right? So those commission you want to book. Now when you raise the invoice to the client, you never raise for that particular amount as well. So that is not specified that okay, there would be a commission gonna be there. So in those cases, it is very much important that there is no other way into the QuickBooks that you book this transaction. So let's say you have received 1 lakh rupee. Okay, $1 lakh. So that $100K is where there is already the Stripe commission is there, or maybe the PayPal commission is there, would be a 5%. So that 5,000 is deducted, and then you got that 95K in your bank account. So when you do your bookkeeping, so most of the the users make mistake. They directly book that 95K as their sales. So actual their sales is not 95K. Their actual sales is 100K. Out of 100K, there is a commission of 5K, which you also need to book. So first of all, you need to raise the invoice of 100K. Then you have to book 95K as your income. And then 100K is your total income, and the 5K would be your expense, which is going as a maybe what you would say this the Stripe charges, PayPal charges, or even the any other way that you want to specify it. So this is how this topic is so much important that most of the bookkeeper and accountant are not able to book those entries, which are as a very simple, but they don't know how to book it into the QuickBooks, or maybe into the Xero, or maybe whatever any accounting softwares they have. So yeah, let us go through that. We'll take one scenario for this. So okay, so I have this company, and let's go into the banking section. So in the banking, let's say any one entry. Okay, so there is one client which is name is this well done. Okay. Or actually I don't know how to pronounce it, but Travis Weldon. Okay, so this Travis Weldon, which we have received the money of $103. Okay, now it is already been this is a simple transaction because there is no we have shown here that we there is any in between the charges are there or the commission are there which is being paid. So we'll see that. Let's see the invoice of it. So I will go here into its payment, and okay, so there is one invoice is here. So this invoice should be of $103. Okay, so this is exactly the amount of the invoice. Now let us assume here that this invoice is of $110. Okay, $110. So now you see it is showing now the outstanding amount, because that I will show you. So this is the let's say the bill of $110. Okay, now I'm saving it. Now it will take me back into the payment. Oops. Okay, so this is the entry. Okay, let us open the payment. Now here, this is very important. Now understand that we have received the entire money. Okay, this is $110. So here, actually we have not received $110. Okay, we have got the $104. This is the amount, right? But we'll show here that we have received $110 full money, and this will be right now will not be in your saving account, but it will be in your undeposited fund account, because this money is, we're gonna adjust something, right? Oops, sorry. So we're gonna adjust something right into this entry. So what we'll do, we'll just simply save it into undeposited fund account. It is deposited to undeposited fund account, this money. Okay, now the very critical step is coming. You need to go into this go into the bank deposit. Now in the bank deposit, now you will see that there is $110 is already parked here. Okay, so from this undeposited account, now I need to, on when you receive the actual money, okay, from the client. So on that day, so let's see what was the date. The date of that $103 was 7/26. Okay, so we'll go into the bank deposit, and we'll select here the date, which is the July of 26. Okay, and it will be into the bank account now, right? I will select this transaction of $110, right? Now here the real twist is coming. So here I will choose the, let's say if there is a Stripe commission, okay, so I will choose a Stripe as a new your customer or something that you want to create, right? So I will create a Stripe. The account would be your, either you can say your Stripe commission. So this will be your expense account. Okay, so now it will create an expense account. So I need to choose here the expense account. Maybe you can choose whatever you want. If it is COGS, you can choose a COGS. Let's say I'm just doing a bank charges, and save and close. So now, and the payment method is the whatever the means. So here again I can again choose like Stripe or something. I can create a one payment method. Okay, and the amount would be, so this is where I will now do a minus, remember, minus 6.45, right? That was the commission amount. Now my exact amount is $103.55, which is matching the amount which is there in the feeds, right? So now I will do save and close. So now I will do save and close means the entry should be there in my bank feeds. So if I go here, my bank feed of $103 right here. So now I can see my deposit, which is exactly matching on 7/26 date, which was earlier showing as a payment, if you remember, and if you have seen properly. So this is now perfect. Now I can simply match it, and now this is correct entry. So now what it will do, it will pass entry into my P&L. So let us open a one P&L so you guys can have idea. So now you can see, you can have that Stripe commission. See here, the Stripe commission of 6.45, as well as the entire $110 as in my sales. So which the sales was already there. You have not seen that, what was the exact account for it. Yeah, see here, the pest control services, $110, this income. Perfect. So this is how you can utilize this function, which is very useful for any kind of adjustment you want to do for anything lying in your account. Now there it could be anything, like if there is a let's say the tax refund is there, something is lying which you think that okay you don't know that where it should be adjusted, then you can simply first park into the undeposited account, and then once you identify the proper account, you can park it as well. But as far as I would recommend that only use this undeposited fund account where you are pretty sure that this is the client and the money has not been received, or there is some adjustment is there. Otherwise, if there is any suspense is there, then it would be suspense account, right? It can never be you use it for the undeposited fund account. Otherwise, it will mess it up that what is the undeposited and what is the your suspense account. Okay, so let's move into the another topic, just the which is the recording the deposit transaction. Okay, deposit transaction. So the deposit transaction here is not something like income deposit. So you need to understand here that this is absolutely different thing. So deposit is something which is not your income, where you're not sure that what is the source of income, where you're also do not have any provision for that. Okay, so that is where it is called the deposit transaction. So let us take one example. Let's say the client received a refund from a vendor and he wants to record directly against the expense account or to refund receivable income account. Then also you can have this deposit transaction account. Second, there could be a contribution from the owners. Then in that case, you don't want to put it as an income because that's not your income. That's something which is you need to adjust to your equity account, or you can say your owner's account. So in those cases, you need to you can park it into the deposit transaction account. Another is the proceeds from the loan. So let's say you have any PPP loan account, okay, and you have received the money from your SBA. So in those cases, you will first park that entry into that deposit account, okay, and not into the your direct into income account or any other like receivable account. Because if you create a customer account, then it will also create a problem for you, because that's not your client, that's not your vendor as well. You need to pay it because it's a different thing altogether. Then you have another thing like there is any loan is going on for your employees working there. So in those cases, like you have the reimbursement, which the employee comes to you and you find that okay, there is already the he's owing to you some money. Then you can adjust that amount while we are creating this deposit account. So this is again the same way I've shown you the undeposited fund account. So it will also work in this some way the same way. Okay, so in those cases, first what you need to do, never again, this is not something like cash basis of accounting. What you need to do, first of all, you need to pass these entries, okay, into your deposited account. So let's say if I get to know that I have got the loan disbursement from the X bank, okay. So in this case, what I will do on the same day, I will just pass the entry that the loan disbursement. So I will do that bank account debit to deposited account. Okay, so that is something to deposited, or you can say your loan payable account. So actually it is not the deposit account, that's your liability account, right? So that I will just pass it down. So once I will pass that entry, let's say for a day, and if I get the money tomorrow, okay, so in my bank feeds, that it will reflect that this is already a this is not the income, right? So you guys have the easy way to have your entries properly identified. So if you have pre-book all these entries, let's say your loan account you have already booked, you have already passed the employee reimbursement entry, or this refund entry, and if you have booked this entries via deposited function, then it will help you when you do the bank reconciliation, or you do the bank entries. So it will show in your matching account as a matching entry into the bank feeds, and that where it becomes very easier to easily you can simply post those entries into your account. So yeah, so hope you guys able to understand this? Now let's see the one scenario. So yeah, let's go to banking again. So let's go to the one MasterCard. Now here I see I have this one weird transaction which is saying that I've got the money from the Amazon. Okay, so this is something, I'm not sure that maybe the Amazon, let's say if I got the intimation from the Amazon 1 week before that, we have issued the refund for this whatever the expense that you've done earlier. So it could be for the product, maybe it could be damage, or there could be a cash refund as well, that something scheme is going on, they want to send you money the back. So what you do on the same day when you book your expense, you also book your this discount or whatever the mean you say. So what I will do, so I will book that entry. So this is the date, let's see the date. So this is on 8/23. So what I will do, I will go into the bank deposit. So it will be in now in the MasterCard. Okay, so it's okay. Oh, sorry. So let's take the one example into the bank account, because that's the liability, so it might not be allowing us to do that. So yeah, what's this transaction? So there is a deposit. Okay, there are multiple entries there for against one single deposit. So let's go here. Rental. Well, let's go into the school car, the payment. Okay. So invoices here, right? Okay, so we don't have the specific transaction here for this, but let's take one example that you have that entry which is just shown you for the Amazon. So I will select the checking account, which is your bank account, whatever it is. Let's say the date would be your August and it would be 23rd of the August. And now what I will do is that I am expecting that that money is for refund. Okay, then I will select the Amazon. I will create a one customer account or vendor account, you can say, whatever. So this would be here, Amazon, and it would be refund. You can say a refund, you could say something else. So here I have already one refund income. Okay, and I will do a entry which is, let's say, $10. Okay, something. So this is how I can book it into my deposit account. So now this entry, anytime let's say that $10 is coming back in your account, then it will show up as a matching transaction against that money that you received. So you're pretty sure that this money is for that cash deposit, that cash refund and that discount given by the vendor that you have received, not your actual income. So this is maybe something you want to also adjust against your expense. So here I have chosen this entry, right? I can select the expense account as well. So simply it will directly adjust into my expense account. So if I go here again back into this entry, and I can select the even the some other expense account, right? The miscellaneous or something I can choose for. So this is how I can choose. So it will simply, adjust into my expense account, and I can save and close it. And then you will able to see it in your P&L that, okay, this is affecting my expense account directly. And even this is a better thing in terms of that, even if the entry you have not received the money, still it will reflect in your P&L. Okay, because you are not delayed into that. You have already booked that entry or in your bank deposited account, but it is not matched. So that is something different thing, right? So it's not the dual entry you are doing, because you need to ensure that you do not do the double entry. So sometimes what people do, they pass the bank deposit entry, okay, and again they also go into this bank feed and they create a new entry for the money that they received for this, the discount or something. So for those cases, do not do that mistake. You have that entry, then it will come up here as a matching entry, and you have to just match that. So then it won't affect your, either your balance sheet or your income statement. So yeah, that is it, guys, for this session. Hope you guys able to understand these two topics, which is the undeposited fund account and the how to record the deposit transactions. And these are the two. If you go through over the YouTube, you will find the multiple tutorials for it, but they are not as clear as what I have shown to you. So hope you guys have a clear concept that how you can record all this kind of entries. Even when you have the PayPal entry, you have the Stripe commission entry, you have either the Upwork entries, then how you can book that. Okay, if you guys have any query, then please give it. You can give your questions in the comment section, and let me know if you have any doubt. I will try to sort it out. And if you want something that from my another like video that you want specific kind of video that you want from me, then also let me know, so I can come up with the better videos for it. Also some suggestion for the videos that we can make it better. Also I would be happy to take that. Okay, as usual, before closing the call, before closing our video, we'll go through our website, which is Electro Accounting. I will just give the description. I will give the link in the description. You guys can check it out. So if you want to do the bookkeeping, you want to do the registration, you want to do the the migration of the from Zero to Quickbooks, or from the any kind of software that you think of. So you can just come over here in our pricing section. You can select your region. Let's say if you're in USA, or maybe you're in Canada or in Australia, you can choose your country and you can select the services that we offer. If any services that which is not listed here, you can also message us, chat with us. We'll come back to you as early as possible, and we'll try to resolve the and try to provide the best services that we can. So thank you guys for watching the video. See you in the next one.